Hi everybody, Steve Griffiths here, developer of the MTPredictor software program. In today's video I'd like to follow up on the 3-minute NQ, which was a market we were looking at in yesterday's training webinar for MTPredictor customers. Today I'm going to be using the MTP add-ons for NinjaTrader 7 in this video. The first setup we were looking at was this DP sell that, as you can see now, nailed the very high of the day for us. For you eagle-eyed people, you'll see that this was actually against the blue STF, so it was not available for the newer MTPredictor users. But what we are doing in the webinar is what we teach for the advanced customers among you, is we go to the higher time frame, which was the 15-minute chart. I'll just clear that off. And here we actually went back to the prior pivot, which was this pivot here, and we replaced a DP on the chart, on the 15-minute chart is in this case, and we saw that this was coming up to this particular level. To keep it on the chart, as we change time frames, we draw a little rectangle around it with the NinjaTrader drawing tools, just like that. So now when we come back to the 3-minute chart, we can see that this is the area where the 15-minute resistance was residing. So one of the exceptions that we teach for trading against the STF color for the more experienced MTPredictor users is resistance at a higher time frame. So this is what this setup was giving us, in that it was a sell setup, but it was actually unfolding at 15-minute DP resistance. So we were saying that this was a good one for the more experienced MTPredictor customers to take. If we place the analysis on, you can see the market obligingly went down to the first target for a very nice 2.1 hour profit. Remember, we use correct position sizing to vary the number of lots, contracts or shares to keep our initial risk small under control. The only slight worry was this bar here, where an automatic MTPredictor TS4 buy setup came in, that, as you can see, was stopped out immediately just after the bar of the entry. So that would have been slightly worrying for you, but nevertheless we did get down to the first target. So once we're at the first target, you would have been coming out with a very nice 2.1 hour profit. We then got an automatic setup to the long side. Oops, I'll just clear the chart off. Just take that back a bit. Where were we? Placing the analysis on here. And as you can see, we gave an automatic setup. The initial target for this was way up here, way above the new highs. Now, of course, the trouble with this is it was actually above this 15-minute resistance. Remember, we had this 15-minute resistance here. I'll just drag this over again from our 15-minute chart. Was about there, and as you can see, all this long trade did was go back up into our 15-minute resistance area, in other words our large degree resistance area, before turning back down again. So what could you have done as an experienced trader in this particular example? Well, knowing that we're at 15-minute resistance, you could have looked to bring your stop a bit closer. Also, what we teach is when the market is going up like this, the first minor target, so to speak, is the DP off the wave B, sorry, not low, high in this case. So this particular swing high here. Again, the DPs are a leading indicator. These are placed on the chart in advance. So if we're looking at the the right-hand side of the chart, this DP resistance area would have been on the chart before the market even got there. So as you can see, the market went up into this high. Combining this DP resistance with our 15-minute larger time frame resistance would have said, okay, hang on a second, perhaps we need to adjust our risk reward and look to perhaps trail it below just the bar lows or something like that, and you would have been stopped out just about there for a nice 2.7 hour profit. So this again is another example of how, rather than just using the standard MTPredictor guidelines, you can combine them in with our advanced techniques of knowing that the DP from the prior wave B extreme is an area of interest, but also that this was a large degree resistance area as well. So that would have been a nice trade off that particular low. Let's clear that off, and now let's have a look what happened a bit later in the day. Remember, our DPs are on our chart in advance. They're leading indicators. So if we place a DP off this low here, you can see as the market is declining, this level is out here in advance waiting for you. The market came down, tagged that low. In fact, actually that gave us the very low of the day, which was very, very nice indeed, before the market went back up again. So were there any other reasons why this would be a good trade to take? Well, yes, there is. If you look down at the bottom here, you can see we have our VSA indicator, our volume spike analysis. This bar here gave us a red VSA bar on the volume. This was also going down below this prior low, normal standard traders would be looking at this, or amateur traders would be looking at this high volume on a break to a new low, therefore it's selling. But we know when it comes into a decision point support resistance, fails to follow through the next bar, it's actually professionals buying, ready for a move to the upside, and that's exactly what the market did. Where would our target be? So if I just drag this across to this side here, there's our blue buy bar there. Our target would be our DP off the last swing. In other words, we go back to this pivot. This would be our DP target. Again, this is what we teach in our MTPredictor training webinars. We then place our risk reward analysis in and around this particular setup. And there you can see there was a potential 3.5 hour profit at that high. The market went up to that high very nicely just before close, where that 3.5 profit was available. So as you can see, looking back on the NQ for yesterday, it was a very, very good day indeed. In other words, our 15-minute resistance caught the high of the day earlier that allowed us to get a trade off here down into this this low. We then had a buy setup off here into our DP off the wave B swing. We then had a manual trade set up using our VSA tools to catch the last rally into the close. So some very good trade setups for the more experienced users among you. I also want to just show you or remind you that if you're an MTPredictor 7 or an MTPredictor RT add-ons user for NinjaTrader 7, we also have our trade module available. This is where when we place our analysis on of our manual trades or of our automatic setups, all this position sizing information, in other words the entry level, stop level, number of contracts, is all taken into this module straight away. You can see it gives you entry, the stop, gives you the target, gives you the number of lots, so you just click one button to place the trade for you. Very, very quick, very, very easy. So a very nice addition to the MTP RT add-ons for NinjaTrader 7. We also have some automatic trade management tools that can be set before the trade's initiated to bring your stop to break even once you reach the 100% initial risk level, or to swap to our ATR stop when our target is reached based on our SCF strength. We also have other tools available in the middle here that will be highlighted once you're in a trade to close a trade, bring your stop to break even, swap to the ATR stop, or swap to a bar trading stop. So this is a very nice addition to the MTP RT add-on 7 NTR add-ons for NinjaTrader 7 for an additional fee for helping you manage and place your trades more quickly. So if you are a NinjaTrader 7 user and you're using the MTP RT add-ons, this is a very nice addition to consider as well. So looking back on the day, it was a very, very good day, and I say we were discussing this particular initial trade setup here in our trading webinar, where we're looking at the reasons for taking this particular trade. And as you can see, that was a very nice trade off the high of the day. We also got the TS4 long into the DP off the wave. Just do that, the wave B high as we've got here, just to recap, as it came into that high. Then also, as we've seen, a very nice trade off the long of the day there, where the DP here, remember these are on the chart in advance. So this, if I clear this all off, this DP here was out there in advance before the market got there. And what a great place to know that there was additional support. So as the market goes down and then gives you your high volume VSA spike here, you know that there's something going on, so you watch for the next bar. The next bar fails to follow down, follows through to lower prices. Therefore instantly you know that this is not selling, this is professional buying, and the market's due to rally. And as you can see, that now the very low of the day for you. So this hopefully has been a good example of not only the standard MTPredictor trade setups that are available in the MTP RT add-ons for NinjaTrader 7, but also some of the more experienced or some of the more advanced tools that are available for the more experienced users among you.